It's been said if you love what you do for a living, it's not really work. That's the way Randy and Claudia Lister feel about what they've loved to do for more than 2 decades. Teresa Bush takes us to Gallatin, where the couple practices making cool stuff out of leather.
Give Randy and Claudia Lister some leather, a sewing machine, scissors, scalpels, and other specialty tools, and some time, and you will likely be amazed at what they can do with it all.
Okay, here we go.
The couple doesn't just make things with leather, they create art on leather by using pieces of leather cut into all shapes and sizes.
We learned by studying the photographs of all your master bootmakers. So when we first started doing our art, we started zooming in on other people's work, and we started noticing those mistakes. And then by applying not to make those mistakes in our work, kind of set us on a different trajectory. When Claudia and I came together, our focus was on the detail, on every cut, on every stitch.
That focus on detail included the couple perfecting an inlay and overlay technique, which gives their pieces a three-dimensional appearance. And all that led them to create the Cosmic Leather Emporium.
We started this way before home computers. So it's all done by hand, and it's all done the old-fashioned way. A client would come in with an idea, then we would turn that idea into a drawing and design the piece fully, and then Randy does all of the pattern work himself, and all of the patterns are cut by hand with a scalpel blade. The pieces are then traced individually on different colored pieces of leather, and they're cut individually, glued, they're skived, they're stitched, every single piece. So that's the process.
During our visit, Randy showed us the pattern he used to create a whippoorwill, which is 6 feet tall by 4 feet wide. Now it hangs in a restaurant in Gallatin by the same name. Because the bird has so many inlaid and overlaid pieces, Randy says folks often mistake it for a painting, and to a leather artist, that is the best compliment you can get.
We always take the more difficult road. And at the end of the day, we're better for it. Our art is more fine-tuned, and it just kind of separates you, you know? It's the detail. It's putting those zoom lenses on your eyeballs and looking at the super, super detail. Because then, when you're 10 feet away, it looks very, very clean.
Randy does all of the pattern work and the cutting. It's something that he learned on his own. Claudia, she does all the stitching, and sometimes their daughter Sagan lends a hand.
Okay, mash that, Sagan, mash it. Good job.
Claudia, a trained dancer, never took a sewing class until she and Randy began this adventure in the late 80s when they lived in Virginia. They moved to Tennessee in 1990, first to Chattanooga and then to Nashville. Like Randy, Claudia says she learned by trial and error.
It was the vision that I wanted to realize. It wasn't a love for stitching, it was a love for seeing the end result. So that was just a way to get there. It has a meditative quality about it because I cannot think about anything else but stitching when I'm doing it, or I'll mess up. I can get my machine kind of working into a rhythm. And it becomes very, it's a very calming thing for me at times, which is interesting, but it's been a real gift for me.
For years, Randy and Claudia focused on small to medium-sized pieces simply because of the size of their East Nashville studio. So in 2008, they decided to move to rural Sumner County so they could have a much bigger studio. And a bigger studio means now they can make bigger pieces. For example, this is going to be a 9-foot-long couch.
In the past, our shops were not nearly large enough for us to really branch out into larger things, although we really wanted to. And so that's one of the reasons we're so excited about this place. You know, there's kind of no limit to our minds when we're thinking about that. So the couch The couch came way of doing some other smaller upholstery pieces that we've done in the past. We did a set of custom ottomans. So we've been working towards that for a long time, but simply really didn't have the space to entertain it.
With their new studio, you can bet the wheels of creativity are in overdrive for Claudia and Randy, because they say they can't imagine themselves doing anything else.
We work a lot just because we love it so much. Everyone always says, you know, if you love what you do, you're not working. We love what we do, and we love the fact that we're in love. And we love the fact that we're in love with an art form, you know? And so that love it's so powerful. It's what drives us.